Welcome back, everybody. I spent $40 on this figurine of Marcel the Shell instead of buying the Jenny Slate film because I don't want to listen to her voice, but I do like to listen to Nate mimic it. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the Those Movie Dudes podcast. I'm your beloved host, or co-host, John. Spencer's really the host, but for some reason he doesn't like doing the intro. Anyways, here we are, ready to talk about some new release movies from the early weeks of August 2025. Do a little bit of Nate's Choice and just have a lot of fun along the way. Let's welcome in my fellow dudes. None other than Ducky and Nate. Nate?
Oh, shit.
Nate!
Oh,
okay.
Oh,
Good.
fuck away from me. Jesus
You glitched out a little bit there.
Woo!
Was
Oh,
that
God,
you deep in your memoir?
That is me writing my
Ooh,
will.
whoa. Bring that back.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
Spencer, tell everyone how much you got that for.
So this is the Mickey 17 4K Steelbook.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Very, very cool. I was gonna
Oh, I
hold
like
up
the back.
in the intro. Yeah, it's kind of fun. You know, it's cute.
Was there any like paper stuff in there? Whenever you open the steelbooks,
I think there was
I'm
like
always
the
disappointed by
digital
lack of
code,
stuff.
but no, yeah, it was at Bull Moose. New $49.97.
What the fuck?
But next to it was a pre-owned copy, still in the cellophane, still in the plastic wrap, for like $19.97. I was like,
Oh, that's like a normal price.
okay. I was like, all right, I'll take it. But they actually have been doing that a lot with their titles because for some reason they get a ton of like the Steelbook exclusives of some titles. Like Beetlejuice is one in particular. There's like 10 Steelbook copies and like 4 of them are still wrapped up, but they have the pre-owned sticker because they're just trying to get rid of them. They're like, please,
Yeah.
like someone buy Beetlejuice on 4K for $30.
Yeah, no, thank
Don't-
you.
or
I
donate
can only
them.
imagine what it costs at Barnes and Noble.
No, I don't.
75.
Good Lord, yeah,
opened
probably triple
with
digits.
a missing disc.
Yeah, for the DVD.
Ugh.
Yeah,
I went to when I was in New York City recently, and I went into a I think it's called a book stop, or it's
Yeah,
a
I've heard of that.
yeah,
Bookmart?
it's
No, Bookmart. Yeah.
it's like a used or new. You can get like pop culture stuff, and I went to their Blu-rays. Holy crap! If you want to buy the first Insidious on Blu-ray pre-owned for $35, it's yours. I'm like,
Bad.
oh, Book Off is what it was called.
Well, they can fuck off.
Yeah. What the
they
fuck?
can most certainly like, and you had to go in the basement, and it was creepy, but I had a lot of fun. But I
Sometimes
didn't.
those are the best movie stores, though. That
They
is like
are, but
Portland
nothing was
Bull Moose.
affordable. Like they had
Mm.
I sent Spencer a picture of a Criterion of a famous movie called The Third Man that's out of print. Beaten up used copy, $230.
Huh.
That's insane.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said that to me. I'm like, is that just an out of print price, or are you just
It's both,
at a
probably.
crazy shop right now? And yeah, you're like,
it's both.
Yeah.
I need to know that I have done one thing right with my life.
It
And that's
cuts
not
to me
living
holding The Third Man, just like, so I bought
When you bought it.
$230.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck that.
Great.
Did you buy?
jockey.
Okay. Did you buy anything?
No, there was nothing there Blu-ray wise that I needed, and nothing really affordable. But there was one girl with her friend that was there that was like, "Oh my god, they have Terrifier," and she like grabbed it, and I just was like, "Is that like one of your favorites?" She kind of looks at me and goes, "Yeah, I'm meeting David Howard Thornton this weekend or something like that." I'm like, "What? You're meeting Art the Clown?" And
That's horrifying.
yeah, it was like a 2-minute conversation. Then I pieced out because it's New York. She was probably on meth, but
Well,
you know,
especially
if
for
you're lucky.
Terrifier. Yeah. All right. Well, that sounds like a fun trip. Thank you for sharing that little tidbit.
almost bought a Marcel the Shell at NBC
What?
Studio Tour, but when I went back to go purchase it, it was closed because they were doing like a live performance of a local band or something. So I was like, because they had the A24 Blu-ray that looked awesome, and they had a bunch of A24 shirts with googly eyes and everything everywhere all at once on them and stuff. Super expensive though, like $45. Like, not good.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'll make it myself.
All right. Well, I think we should transition here to a little movie challenge update as we typically do
gosh.
before. I know exactly, but we
don't
are
like
getting into that time of the
games.
year where we're getting into the fall season. This is going to take us into the end of the year, coming up pretty soon here. But I guess before we do check in, Jen, before we started, you were saying that you were working on a Colin Farrell impression. Do you want to share that with the group?
What?
I wouldn't even. I wouldn't even.
You were talking.
Hey.
That's what you were saying. You were talking a big game before we started recording. Like, I've been working on this Colin Farrell impression. I'm like, all right, let's hear it.
What's
Why
my?
don't you like me no
You know,
more?
I like soccer accents, you know, but hey, you know, I'm really underrated. I wish you guys would watch my movies.
Who is that?
Is he British and Australian?
He's Scottish or something? He's
Is he
everything.
Scottish? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
I can't do accents. I really can't. I can do
Well,
some
you don't
really
want to be my
offensive ones, but I'm
friend.
not going to do them on the show.
That's
Why is
fair
it not
enough.
offensive to do a Scottish accent, but it's very offensive to do like a Chinese accent?
Why don't you like me anymore?
See,
Oh,
that's offensive.
No, that was Colin Farrell.
No, it's not.
That was
That's-
Banshee
that-
Sheeran.
I could do Brendan Gleeson where he's like,
I feel
I just don't
blindsided.
like you no more. Here, take my fingers. Yeah, take
John,
them.
can you actually do a Morgan Freeman impression?
Andy Dufresne never touched the mop that day.
I'll take it. All right.
Andy Dufresne. He was a tall drink of water. Looked like a stiff breeze to blow him over.
You can't
Little
ask
did
me
I
to do
know
it. I've
his first
never
words
done
were
that.
me.
Nate's the impression guy.
I know. I just.
Yeah.
It's just
I feel like I
fun.
did pretty
Like,
good.
you know, if you want
All
to
right.
be walking, you got to be from New York, and you got to be amazed when people say
Come
things to you.
Yeah, come on.
The ice is gonna break. Like, that's just, yeah.
All right.
We are off the handles, and I love it.
We don't do the drops enough. I feel like I'll find any excuse to use them.
No, it's all good. We got this.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit amphetamines.
That's the one I was trying to find,
Amen.
and so instead I did the whale one, and it wasn't as relevant. I couldn't find that. Wrong week.
Well,
Okay.
all right. Checking back in. We have individual movie challenges for 2025. My challenge is to watch 300 movies. I am at 171, so I have a good amount to go. There's
This is your
135.
sweet spot, though, because you push hard during
That is
Oscar
true,
season.
But there's
So,
135 days left of the year. That means if I watch a movie a day, that puts me at 306 movies in total.
When are you gonna make time to watch *Handmaid's Tale*?
Never. So
the
I
year's over.
basically have room for a movie a day, and I have room to spare for sure. But I know there's gonna be days where I'll probably watch like 2 or 3, if not 4, especially when those indie screeners hit. So I know I have it's well, the screeners don't come until like the end of December, so I do have to be kind of ahead of the game. It's like December 7th is when they drop. So
You're gonna
it's
have
like
to watch
that's not a lot of
lot
time
of crap.
to watch
5 movies a day
year,
till the end of the year.
I need to be at like 290 by that point. That way I can really just be like, all right, bam, that's easy.
Can you take off from work the entire month of December, and then that way you're like, okay, I can do this no matter what. Like if those
No
screeners
beard.
show up on Christmas,
But I do have like a 7-9 hour flight coming up soon. So like, boom, I could easily watch like 4 movies on those flights. So that could work. I don't
take a
know.
nap,
We'll see.
maybe just take a nap or something.
Do those ones count if
challenge.
you're in the air?
What?
True. Do your feet have to be on the ground for it to count?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure for this challenge we agreed that your feet have to be planted.
You can't be
I
a
already counted
bird.
the 5 movies I watched on my flight back from Germany, so we're good. Or where was it? Turkey.
You might have to take those off the list.
So anyways, I have a good amount still left, but I do feel like I'm in a decent spot. A lot of them are new release movies, but that's besides the point.
That's the ballsiest challenge this year, I will say.
Not as ballsy as mine.
It's
Because
working.
I think no matter who does it first, I think that's award worthy.
We'll see. We'll see.
300 movies.
We'll
John
have,
just-
we'll have a discussion at the end of the year. But yeah, no, I've never hit that amount ever. My highest was like 263, and that was in like 2022 or 2020. I don't know when it was, but
Jeez.
anyways, okay. So John,
Yeah.
you're at what?
You've given up, right?
So
That's-
I never give up. No, I'm completing this challenge because I now have an incentive, and that is something I asked Spencer to buy me a hat.
Yeah, the trash
I
monster hat.
That I want, and this is a very niche hat, for the AA Red Sox minor league baseball team, which is the Portland Sea Dogs. They have the very well known. If you've been to the games, which most people probably haven't, but if you're listening, it's probably the three of us or my mom. And you would have maybe seen someone dressed as a trash monster. And I want this hat so bad. I feel like I didn't have incentive before. And then I saw this on Instagram as like a paid ad. And I was like, wait a minute. Spencer would probably buy me that because he's a nice guy. If you
complete your challenge, there's no problem.
Oh my God, there's shirts too? Wait a minute.
Yeah, no, he has merchandise and everything.
Does he have a
remind
Funko
me
Pop?
of being a child again. I know a guy that makes custom Funkos. I bet he would make this for me. Anyways, I am now 4 movies into my 32 movie challenge.
Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna get that hat, dude.
Listen, man, I just watched Contagion for the first time, and I got 20 minutes into the Book of Eli. So we're on, like I said, we're still fueling up at the gas station. We got to go in, grab some snacks, and then we're on the road.
All right.
Okay.
You guys don't believe in me. I believe in myself. I'm not
John,
concerned.
I always believe in you. It's just when you'll come back and be like, oh, I haven't watched any of them yet.
No, I've watched 2
You've been
since we've
doing.
last talked about this. I watched Contagion and I watched Dirty Dancing.
Didn't we
That
do
was within-
Contagion for a podcast years
I
ago?
don't think so.
I don't think we did. No.
I'd seen some of it, but I never finished it, so it was on the list. And
movie.
sadly, you guys bought me fucking Terrifier and Sasquatch Sunset, 2 movies I have no interest in watching. So I'm like set up to fail regardless. There's a reason why I haven't watched these movies because I don't.
Terrifier was your punishment for losing.
I'm leaving that for last. I'm leaving that for last because
the first 2, but he's saving them to watch with us. Hopefully.
That's true. That's true.
What's annoying is like most of these movies I bought at Goodwill for $3 because I missed buying movies, and then I bought them, and now I'm being punished for it.
Yeah.
Was The Core a Blu-ray that you watched?
I did. No, well, it wasn't on the list,
Okay.
but I'd actually seen the film in the past many times.
I thought it was a rewatch on your letterbox. So I didn't know if that was a Blu-ray or not.
It's a 4K actually. It looks like shit on 4K.
I bet. Yeah, that's a shitty movie.
It was like $27. I bought it brand new.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
The cover must be cool then.
Aaron Eckhart and Hilary Swank in that movie, absolute chef kiss. Wow.
Nate, how you doing on your challenge? 50 movies, 50 countries.
The last couple days I've checked off 2 more. I checked off South Korea with Secret Sunshine on Criterion, which is a nuts movie. And then I knocked off Egypt. I watched a movie called Cairo Station, so that puts me at 32 out of 50.
Yeah, you're gonna hit 50 pretty soon. My question now is, I think you're gonna hit 50 probably by October. That's my prediction, unless you really just like put it on the back burner and just wait. Which
I try to do at least one a week, or 1 to 2.
If you hit 50, are you gonna continue, or are you just gonna stop and just move on to just normal, regular Nate?
It depends. It depends
regular
on
Nate
how
is basically the same thing. Like he just rewatches other movies from
but
South
not
Korea
like specifically hunting down like a movie from a country and like
no, I
in like
won't
another
go
words
that
he
far.
would have seeked it out. Yeah,
unless it's one that like I've heard of and I'm like, oh, I'd watch that, and it's from like Chechnya or Bosnia or something like that. But I'm already kind of planning my challenge for next year, and so that's kind of what I'm gonna try and do after I finish this one, is kind of prepare and see how I'm gonna handle my next challenge. But
yeah, I think John's challenge for next year should be like watch every film directed by Jordan Peele.
I've done that.
Rewatch them.
Oh, I have rewatched many.
Rewatch them.
So you got to watch
them
3
again.
movies in a full year. So leading up to October and the release of his new film next October.
I think I'd rather like a TV challenge. Like
No, movie
watch,
dudes.
Right, I know.
Movie
But we have
dudes.
done like we've done TV time before. Like go way back in our podcast and you'll find it. Maybe actually we probably deleted those.
Pitch a TV show for the channel.
Wednesday season 2.
I watched some of it and I got bored.
Oh,
I
I
never
haven't
even
seen
watched
it
And
yet.
that's when I
season
watched
1.
Sorry Baby last night instead.
Good for you.
Yeah,
Good
thank
for you. Yeah,
Thank you.
movies are better. Yeah,
Ooh.
those movie dudes. Okay, cool. So Nate and I were doing pretty well as of mid-August. John, I
You know,
I don't know what to tell you.
relatively.
He's an eighth of the way through.
Listen. It's relative because you have to watch basically the same amount that I do based on what I've watched so far. So like the scales are almost even if you think about it.
How many movies do you have left?
28.
Hmm.
That's totally
Spencer's
doable.
130.
Yeah, like you can't say I can't watch 28 movies, bro. They're sitting on my shelf. I could go put it on right now, but I have to plug
No,
it in the Blu-ray
exactly.
player.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
And you have an 80 for Brady poster, so like win-win.
exactly.
And do you have that on
I'm
Blu-ray
only
though?
18 away, so
I don't
can
have that on Blu-ray,
cruise a little bit.
because I've seen it, so it wouldn't count technically, even if you send it to me right now.
All right. Well, great. Just
I've
wanted
made
to,
progress. I just want to put that out there.
Progress.
a little bit of progress. I'll take it. But if I don't know if you ever want that trash hat or not.
No,
so
you don't understand, Spencer. I want that hat so bad. It's all I've been
prove
thinking
it.
about. Okay, I will.
Yeah, prove
There we
it.
go.
I will. I
Do you want
promise.
to be an Oscar
We'll leave it
winner?
at that.
I don't even want that. I would buy the hat for myself if I won.
Okay.
Like if Spencer was like, "Sorry, I'm in some financial
John,
trouble."
if you were
like,
to win,
I know you
I
won.
would buy you that hat. Or
You-
John Spencer could buy you the hat. I'll buy you a shirt.
How about we just go to a Sea Dogs game and get a Sea Dog biscuit and just enjoy our time together as friends?
Okay.
I'm down.
Yeah,
I
that sounds really
love
fun,
Sea
too.
Dogs games.
100%.
That would be
we
really
could do
fun.
that anytime. Like
We join the camera crew and film
As
it.
long as we don't have to interact with Slugger, he's a fucking prick. But okay,
I
let's
wanna
do that
be
for
Slugger.
That's a
time.
bummer that Slugger was ruined for you.
Yeah, no, it's all good. We won't talk about it.
What
All
about
right, but
Slugger?
what we can talk about is a little movie news.
Oh,
Let's get Peter
boy.
in here. Here we go.
This is movie news.
get out of here,
All right.
Peter.
Get the fuck
Peter.
outta here.
Get out of here, Peter.
All right, so first.
We
Don't you
just
think
dropped
it would
Peter
get
off the
quieter?
Okay.
cliff. Imagine we just like 300 Peter down a fucking pit. I feel like he'd be like, dude.
I want to go in
All
the
right.
northern direction.
First bit of movie news here is something that Nate actually sent to the chat. So this is
Bruh.
Nate's movie news topic. So take it away. What is it that you want to discuss here with the
So-
Backrooms movie set photo?
I almost picked this, by the way.
What is the
And
Backrooms?
just- So the backrooms basically were this thing that someone, I believe they created it in their computer, but they reference the backrooms as basically liminal spaces. So like imagine a parking garage or a hallway. It's typically somewhere that you would transverse, but you wouldn't spend time. And that's freaky
Does
to
this
me.
make you uncomfortable?
Yes.
Because it should.
Because
Like an
it's
empty
never
office
ending.
building.
Yeah.
It's never ending. And it's supposed to reveal a bunch of hidden psychological.
Ugh.
It's just supposed to be so messed up. And I think it's about the guy who created the original Backrooms. And it's just home to creatures and other dimensions, and just the fact that this is A24 and they're actually putting this together. I could see it being something extremely terrifying because these places are just uncomfortable.
Ugh.
You're alone, but someone could just pop around the corner.
The biggest piece of news about this story that jumps out to me is the fact that it is going to be directed by Kane Parsons, who is the YouTube creator of the Backrooms itself. It's like a YouTube series called Found Footage. They're like borrowed videos,
They're
but
terrifying.
he's 19 years old,
Yeah.
and
That's great. And
this marks the youngest director ever in history, or at least, I mean, well, maybe not history, but at least in A24 history. So that's pretty
Yeah.
insane. And he's also got a cast now, like Chiwetel Ejiofor, the girl.
that's
from,
what lets you know that this is like a this is serious, that they're able to get these type of people behind it, knowing probably what they can do with this concept is it's going to be freaky. It's already unsettling just to even think about, like the whole idea of it, of just empty spaces, not knowing what's behind a wall, and it's just endless, like an endless void of empty rooms is just no thank
And
you.
it's like the logic almost
that
doesn't
freaks me
make
out.
sense. It's just like,
Does it not freak you out?
No, I mean, I haven't seen the videos that the back rooms are based on. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I have seen like a 5-minute video that he made. He has tons of videos on his channel. They're all like varying like 3 to 11 minutes. Some are longer, I think, but there's a lot. And some of them looked like a little AI to me. So like, I didn't know what I was really watching. It was just really weird. It was like these like, as a crew of like biohazard guys like going through a room. It was like found footage stuff. So like,
he
I
had
wasn't
to
sure what
CGI
it
some of
was.
that. I
Maybe,
think.
yeah, but like he is like a visual effects creator. It's not AI. It looked like it to me when I didn't know anything about it when I was initially watching it. But he is. I love that A24 got the original creator to be like, hey, no, like we're gonna give you some money, we're gonna distribute it with a big movie studio and let you do your thing. We'll give you a cast. It's also gonna star the lady from The Worst Person in the World, who's great. So
Yeah.
that's cool. I mean, 19 years old. He was initially going to direct this movie over his summer break, like from
Oh my
school.
God.
Oh,
They waited for him to graduate. But yeah, that's very cool.
Do you guys remember like on old desktop computers, like some screensavers would just have you going through hallways
Yeah,
in this
100%.
like a maze?
That's what I
almost?
thought this movie was at first.
That's what I imagine. It's like
Yeah.
you see this room, you're like, okay, cool. You go to the next room, and it looks like the exact same room, and just
You ever
getting
seen the
lost.
movie
in-
The Cube?
I haven't seen that.
or
No, is
just
it good?
Cube? You mean
Or is
the?
just called Cube?
Yeah, Cube.
Yes, I have seen
That
that.
that is a movie where it's almost like, I mean, not like Squid Games-esque in a sense, just because like they have to go from room to room no matter what, and they don't know what they're gonna run into, sort of. But it is like these empty voids of space and like not knowing what's behind the next door. So it's very unsettling to me. And to be honest, like this concept is used a lot in the cinematography for Severance, which like these big, wide, white, dimly or like brightly lit hallways. It's like there's no escape, essentially. Like you are stuck there,
And
there's
that's what this is essentially, because there was a still when Spencer looked up the back rooms, and it looked like there's some grass, almost like a courtyard in the middle of it. And I guess that's supposed to be part of it in one of his shorts, that like, oh, this is a place because there's somewhere to go, but we can't get there. And it's just a bunch of mind fuck.
It's like you
which
keep
I'm down
walking and
for.
you never get to the destination.
Like
It's
a
like that-
dream.
Yeah.
You think
It's
you're
like
gonna make it and you never do.
it's like the South Park bit with Randy, but he's doing heroin. He's playing heroin hero, and he can never catch the dragon.
It's also got a lot of producers attached. It's got James Wan, Atomic Monster, and Sean Levy. So that's some big names attached to produce it. So we'll see. It comes out next year, 2026.
Sweet.
A24.
It's either gonna be really
19
good
years
or
old.
really bad.
We'll
Well,
see.
it's
I don't know.
A24, so the quality's there. It's just whether or not it's going to be of the highest quality, like Everything Everywhere,
Yeah.
or if it's going to be more like
Right.
it
Like
at
Skinamarink.
night.
But like
Or
it's
like,
got a big
what's this
cast.
Rachel
So,
Zegler Kyle Mooney movie? That was fucking horrible.
that was
What's that
bad.
story? Oh,
Y2K. No.
Y2K. Yeah.
oh
no.
yeah,
That was
remember that.
A24.
that trailer was awful too.
Yep,
Yeah, the
not
whole
a great
was
movie.
horrendous.
All right, moving on to the next bit of movie news. This is John's story coming up.
Hi. Oh God, I hate her. I hate her face.
Talks underway for a Weapons prequel film. Yeah, let's talk about this news story while trying to be
Yeah,
spoiler-free
I
as we
kind
can,
of
but
realized this after the fact because like
we
we
will
hadn't
do
talked
a
about it yet.
full spoiler discussion of Weapons. But
Yeah, no, I will keep this a very general outline of what this is, but essentially, a prequel to this movie would almost in a sense give you the same satisfaction and insight into like what they did with Pearl after X came out. Like it would be very interesting to see how this came to be. And if you've seen Weapons, you know what I'm talking about. It's like, there's 6 different perspectives that you're watching this movie from, and one of them we didn't really get to see was from this lady's point of view, and that would have been very eye-opening to what the fuck is going on, because you don't get all the answers, which I like with film. But this could be something to see, how this all happened, I guess, without giving too much away.
I have one question.
Yeah.
Why?
Why not?
It's
Because-
still in theaters. Let this movie get some legs and a big following, then talk about it. I
Well,
don't
no,
want to get
because
tired of this.
Weapons
I'm okay with it.
overperformed in the box office. It's making a lot of money for an original material, and that is going to make studio executives be like, "Oh my god, how can we franchise this? How can we branch out and keep making more in this universe?"
I don't want to ruin it though. Like with
I don't think they would ruin it.
oversaturation
One
or-
thing because I don't want this at all, but I would take an HBO Max series of a young Gladys. I would take that. Sure.
Why?
That
Because
way
then
we
you don't.
can- that way
Because
we
then you
can
don't feel
get
obligated to watch
Because
it.
if you're really gonna do a prequel, like establishing like the lore and like the young Gladys actually get into it, like just make that a TV series. Cause like let that like establish, like really stretch it out. Then if you're gonna stretch it out that way. Like I don't really want to see a film on this. Like I don't know.
Do this movie.
so
Have Ty
I don't think
West
it would be
direct it,
successful.
and have Mia Goth play her.
No.
I don't know what's
Yes.
going on there.
No.
Yes. What?
Too
Guys,
on the nose. Like,
I don't
it's-
think so. I think that would be fucking awesome. I disagree. I think this would be a really cool idea, and that's all I'll say.
Yeah, I'm mixed on it. I mean, I get it being a studio executive and seeing the success Weapons had just critically and from an audience point of view and financially, like being like, how else can we play in this world?
I don't even need a super
But-
young version of her. I think that you could just give
days
us.
leading up.
Yeah, give us that.
we're about to get my idea in a way realized with the It series, because we've had the It movies, It 1 and 2, and we're about to have Welcome to Derry, HBO show of the
What?
origins of Pennywise. Essentially, we're not origins really, but it's basically like the early days of Pennywise.
Dairy and
Bill Skarsgård
I
is
didn't
back
know that.
in the role. Yeah, I think it comes out this fall. So
Oh, that's crazy.
yeah, I think Andy Machete directed a couple episodes. So like we kind of are getting that from It for Pennywise as an HBO show instead of a movie. So we'll see how successful that is, if that method would work in that format. But the thing is here, it's like if you do this movie, I don't want to see it unless it's Zach Rucker directing and writing it, though. Like I don't want anyone else to come in and do it. That's
yeah,
my
keep the
only-
continuity behind the
yeah.
camera too.
It's
Yeah,
his
I mean, that's fair.
creation. Like, I
That's
want to see
fair.
that then. So that's
Then
my
who-
only stipulation.
If it's a younger version, which I don't think they need to do that. I really think that they could.
Well,
Like
it says
maybe she
prequel, so
just
wouldn't it
got
be?
out of a mental institution and is doing. I don't know. Like you could do a lot of things. You could base this in her childhood. You could base this in her teenage. You could do it 5 days before these events took place. Like I don't know. I
Okay.
think there's a lot of ways you could do it.
Or she learns how to do it to save herself and realizes she can use it for bad.
Or
Well,
maybe she's like the Red Witch in Game of Thrones. Like maybe she just has no choice.
like I said, we'll
we'll get
discuss
into it.
this a
Yeah.
little bit more when we get into our spoiler-filled discussion on weapons later in the podcast. But yeah, I mean, do you want to see this? Let us know.
You do.
A little bit of movie news here that I want to share with you guys is going to be what I can promise you. I'm going to go that far. You can put this down in writing right now if you'd like. August
have time.
18th, 2025. That whenever this movie comes out that I'm about to talk about here, you will see Oscar nominations, if not wins, for this project, if it
Man.
happens. Oh, that's the wrong thing I wanted to show here. But Anya Taylor-Joy is in talks to play iconic singer Joni Mitchell for director Cameron Crowe. But the other bit of news about that is Meryl Streep is supposed to play her in the older years of her life. So we're gonna have a young Joni Mitchell and older Joni Mitchell, whole like chronicle biopic of her life with Anya Taylor-Joy playing her in the younger years, Meryl Streep playing her in the older years. Best Lead Actress, Best Supporting Actress. Cameron Crowe directing it, who's like a huge director, especially in the music scene. I mean, Almost Famous and stuff like that, and also with biopics. So you're gonna see some Oscar nominations here.
Who's
Really?
Joni
'Cause
Mitchell?
what was that movie? Yeah, who's Joni Mitchell? I
I
don't know
have
who that
no
is
idea
either.
who that is.
Joni
Some famous
Mitchell,
singer,
she's a
like
very famous singer. Yep,
folk singer, or who is that?
she's a Canadian American singer songwriter.
Name one song she's done.
Oh, easy. Both Sides Now, A Case of You,
Big Yellow Taxi, isn't that the Beatles? Oh, that's Yellow Submarine.
Cactus Tree,
I don't know
Freeman
who the
in
fuck this lady
Paris.
is. Are you joking right now?
No,
Are you
she's
serious?
yeah. This is gonna happen.
I think this movie will be completely forgotten about
No,
because no one knows who Joni fucking Mitchell is,
put this
including
down in
you.
writing that Anya Taylor-Joy has been trying to find a project like this that could catapult her into like a Oscar nomination.
I
This is
believe
it.
that.
And she's
This
I
is it.
believe that totally. It's just I don't know who this person is.
Yeah,
And that doesn't matter. That maybe
I don't
that's
know who they're
great too,
making
because
this
then you can
for.
finally get a movie that's like I don't know who she is, and you can learn about her. Because I think it is approved like from Joni Mitchell and stuff like that. So it should basically kind of be accurate to her life and stuff like that. So and then Meryl Streep playing her in the older years.
Is genius because Meryl Streep still got it. Like,
So
I mean, yeah, like Anya Taylor-Joy, 100% resembles a young Joni Mitchell. Like she could easily pull this off.
wow, oh my god,
Yeah. I mean,
mean-
yeah. This is an Oscars written all over it if it happens. And Cameron Crowe is, I mean, he's an Oscar-winning director, so yeah, hasn't had a lot of hits recently, but he needs a hit, and he's been apparently circling this project for like decades, and it's a big passion project.
it definitely doesn't excite me. But to be honest, like we hardly ever get these kind of like female-led biopic kind of things. Like we get a Complete Unknown with Timothée Chalamet, and we get
Spencer.
Yo.
well, there's one there, but I feel like it's few and far
Lydia
between.
Carr.
You know what I'm saying? That like big movies like this that are female-led, like what the Amy Winehouse one, nobody saw or cared about. You know, there's movies like that. That's where I could see this movie ending up.
Not with the Meryl
So-
Streep and Anya Taylor-Joy and Cameron Crowe attached. I mean, that's
Hopefully
name
not.
a single actor in the Amy Winehouse movie. You can't.
I couldn't even name the lead.
These
I don't
are
even know.
John
like
Lovitz, I
A-list.
bet's in it.
don't even say that. But I mean, for you got that Oscars love that biopic formula, just like Timothée Chalamet in A Complete Unknown, Joaquin Phoenix, Walk the Line. I mean, you name it.
Jeff
I mean,
Bridges,
Crazy Heart, even though it's not a
Crazy
true
Heart.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like I said, all the point of the story is that if this movie happens, Oscars, Best Actress, Best Supporting Actress, probably
I
Best
can see
Picture, and
it.
all that shit.
Didn't
Might not
Meryl
win,
Streep-
but
She already played a singer. What was that movie?
Ricky and the Flash.
Ricky. Yeah, so she's already done this, guys.
She's
Is this basically a sequel for Ricky and the Flash?
So there's another biopic also in the works of a iconic musician, Madonna. I've already casted the lead for Madonna. This is old news, but like the
Lily
movie runs
Rose
in
Depp.
limbo, so nothing's really happened on this yet. But
Jenna Ortega.
Julia Gardner,
Oh,
Madonna herself cast her in like some like grueling audition process that she had to do, and apparently this is the weird part. Madonna wrote and is going to direct the movie. So she's directing and writing her own biopic, so it's just gonna be her own interpretation. I don't know what to say.
I mean, Madonna's an icon. I can't have.
She can be selective of what she wants to show and not show, and you know,
It's interesting.
it's very interesting. But Julia Gardner, she's
blowing up. I mean, speaking of Julia Gardner, we're going to talk about her in a little bit, but
I could
she's
talk about her all day.
quite
Like,
good at what she
yeah.
does.
All right.
Yes.
So that's a bit. That's all I want to say here.
Joni
and then
Mitchell, boom.
real quick, I saw this news article and we need to go over this real quick. Tarantino is on an egotistical tirade in the press right now, where he's basically like, oh, the reason why I let David Fincher direct my Once Upon a Time in Hollywood sequel is because there's really only two living good directors right now, and that's me and David Fincher. So yeah, I'm gonna let David Fincher adapt my work. And like he was just like, whoa, like okay, like you're insane.
Scorsese, Spielberg,
Nolan.
Doesn't give a shit.
Nolan.
And so he recently was reflecting on his work or was asked about it, and he named his best movie, his favorite movie, his masterpiece, and then I guess his signature work. I don't know what that really means, but
The one
basically
he'd
what he
want to be
said,
known for, probably.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is his favorite movie, and Glorious
Hmm.
Bastards is his best movie, but Kill Bill is the ultimate Quentin movie. So yeah,
Interesting.
That's
Okay.
my favorite. Yeah.
I would disagree with those entirely.
and that's where I wanted to ask you guys. So I was gonna pick like a different director, like Spielberg or Scorsese, but then we'd have to pull up their IMDb's, and that might get too complicated and long. So let's just stick with Tarantino. Give
Yeah.
me his most Tarantino or like whatever the signature one, your personal favorite, and then the one you think it might be arguably or objectively his best.
Nate, you want to go ahead?
So if like the most Tarantino, for sure, I would go with Kill Bill because it encapsulates a bunch of different genres that he would have learned about, watched in the video store. That would have really made him up as the director that he is. So I'd go Kill Bill as the most Tarantino.
So you'd agree with him there. Okay.
Wait, I thought that was. Wait, what are his ones again? The choices, like
His favorite is Once
most
Upon a Time.
Tarantino.
His favorite's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. His
Mm-hmm.
masterpiece is Inglourious Bastards, and then his most signature is Kill Bill. So you would agree there, Kill Bill. Being his
So
signature.
yeah, his most Tarantino is Kill Bill. My favorite is Kill Bill.
Okay.
But his masterpiece. Oh,
You can say Kill Bill again if you want.
You can. I mean, yeah.
it's my favorite. And,
I know, yeah.
But if I'm going as far as fame and iconic, I might say Pulp Fiction. Because that one has stood the test of time. I could watch it right now and it would still be fun. And you mentioned Pulp Fiction, and there's so many famous scenes that happen. So I'd say that might be a masterpiece of his. And then Kill Bill for the other two, just because it's a mix between samurai, Western awesomeness with some anime thrown in too.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with you there. I think Pulp Fiction is his masterpiece. I mean, that's the one when you hear Quentin Tarantino, you think Pulp Fiction. Like if you ask anybody on the street, name a Quentin Tarantino movie, someone who like doesn't watch movies, they probably would know that he made Pulp Fiction, or they would at least have heard of it. Most Tarantino, man, I'm gonna go Hateful Eight because I think his movies rely so much on dialogue, and that entire movie is dialogue between 8 people stuck in a cabin, and they all get shot and killed too, and there's blood. It's like everything that you want from a Tarantino movie. I feel like you get from that one. And then, personal opinion, it's Django Unchained. That movie's so rewatchable. I fucking love that movie. The soundtrack, the look and feel,
Django.
like it's so good, man. Like that's kind of the movie that introduced me to Tarantino. Like when I first was like 2012 was when I really started to get into films, and that was like one of those iconic movies.
So that's your favorite, or that's his masterpiece?
No, that's my personal favorite. I think his
Favorite,
masterpiece
okay.
is Pulp Fiction.
All right. I would agree with you that Django Unchained is my favorite. I think Pulp Fiction is his signature, and I would say that I would actually agree that Inglourious Bastards might be his masterpiece.
That opening scene.
The first time I watched it, I saw it in theaters when I was like a kid. I remember I bought this ticket for Robert Rodriguez's movie called Shorts, and then I snuck in to go see Inglourious Bastards. And a lot of it went over my head. I was probably way too young to be watching it at the time, but I've seen it like 4 or 5 times since, and it gets better and better every time I watch it. And it reveals itself to be more and more like genius as time goes on. So I love that movie, Inglourious Bastards. But yeah, I mean, he's got what?
Do you know who Tarantino wrote The Bear Jew for?
Adam Sandler.
Bingo.
Yep.
Yeah. That blew my mind. I'm like, I cannot imagine him in this movie, but it would have been funny if he came walking out of the tunnel with a baseball bat. Like,
I gotta rewatch that. I haven't seen Inglourious Bastards in 10 years.
Give it a rewatch. Yeah, no, it's one that I think gets better over time. It's cool.
I might change.
All right. So there we go. That was the movie news. A little long movie news segment this time around, but That's all
okay.
good. We
No,
got
A lot
talk
of
about
news.
those
That
reviews.
Where are those movie
movies are
dudes?
living.
But moving on here, we do got a little Nate's choice action here, so let's get into that.
Black and white, 1 and 2. It's Nate's choice. What you gonna do? Fight or flight, how to groove. It's Nate's choice. What you gonna
All right.
What are you going to choose?
Well, today we're doing a little tag team match.
Okay.
We've got director actor combos going against each other. We are doing the tag team of Martin Scorsese and Robert De Niro versus Steven Spielberg and Tom Hanks.
So, are we using Lucas's rules? So
I
does
don't
that
think
mean?
that's going to complicate things?
Yeah, I don't know if that works
Yes.
here.
It's
Wait,
like,
what-
Scorsese directing E.T.
Wait, so that would just mean that
I don't know if my brain can comprehend all of this.
no, that literally just means that Scorsese and De Niro literally do all the movies that Tom Hanks and Spielberg did instead, or vice versa.
De Niro in The Terminal.
Nero and Scorsese and Saving Private Ryan. Jesus.
Yo, that's crazy to think about. That
don't know
change
how I
that
can
really
do that.
changes everything. I can't look
Does.
at it that way. Okay.
So there's this is two iconic matchups. De Niro and Scorsese, you got Taxi Driver, you've got Mean Streets, you've got Raging Bull, you've got Cape Fear.
For
Big
me,
ass movies.
It really comes down to the performances because I mean, I don't know. I feel like yes, like the directors obviously look and feel like they determine the tone of a film, but I feel like given the opportunity, if like Scorsese was directing Castaway or the BFG, he probably wouldn't make it like a mob movie. Like he would still make it feel like it should feel. So I'm really more looking at performances
Okay, wait.
here, actors' charisma, like which ones do I like more?
And Nate, you named the Scorsese De Niro movies: Cape Fear, Taxi Driver, King of Comedy,
Mean Streets.
Mean Streets, Killers of the Flower Moon, The Irishman. Like what else is he fucking in? A lot.
A lot of his early stuff.
And then for Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg, you have Bridge of Spies, Saving Private Ryan, The Post,
Castaway.
The Terminal, not
Oh,
Castaway.
is that Zemeckis?
Robert Zemeckis.
Oh,
So you only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 movies. Wait, Saving Private Ryan, Catch Me If You Can, The Terminal, and Bridge of Spies, and The Post. Okay. Out of those movies, dude, I mean, yeah, Catch Me If You Can and Saving Private Ryan, I love those movies. The rest, take it or leave it for me. I mean, those are great movies, Bridge of Spies, The Post, and The Terminal, but I'm not going to go back to those movies the way I would go back to, like, Goodfellas or Taxi Driver, even Cape Fear, to be honest. I put Cape Fear above The Terminal, Bridge of Spies, or The Post. So I do think I have to go with Robert De Niro and Martin Scorsese, mainly also because they have more movies together, and I think I just enjoy what they've done together. Where I love the two movies that Spielberg and Tom Hanks did with Catch Me If You Can and Saving Private Ryan, but like I said, the rest I could take or leave. So I would pick Robert De Niro and Martin Scorsese. And they would crush it in Spielberg and Tom Hanks's positions on their movies too.
Catch Me If You Can, starring Robert De Niro and
Leonardo DiCaprio, you can keep him. He's fine. They're great together too. Yeah, they work
Robert
together
De
all the time.
Niro, he would be fine in that. Like if it was
Exactly.
Robert De Niro,
It would work because they have already an established like on-screen chemistry and relationships with Killers of the Flower Moon and other movies together. So
yeah, but now that he's doing the face, I don't know if that works. Like I need Tom Hanks's like, but no, but
yeah, this is my kid, you know. I don't want you messing with his mind, you know.
get
That's
back
my kid.
here. What are
Hey,
you
this
doing
is-
forging
It's
checks?
Sonny
Lose my
Corleone,
head.
you know what I mean? What?
I'm gonna go with Tom Hanks and Spielberg. I want them. I want to keep
Okay.
them. I like Catch Me If You Can. I love Saving Private Ryan. In the Terminal. If that
Yeah.
movie just didn't ever get made, I wouldn't really care. To be honest with you, I think that's probably his worst movie.
Whenever I'm in a terminal and my flight gets delayed, I do think of that movie.
Well, that's because there's not a lot of movies that take place solely inside the airport.
Well, yeah. I mean, have you seen the
Pangoliers.
movie?
No, I've seen it. It's
Nate,
fine.
have you seen it?
It's
No.
fine.
Okay. I would say it's probably one of his worst movies. But yeah, it's about a guy who literally just lives inside of an airport terminal. He has no plans to ever leave.
Well, that's because he can't leave legally because of something that happens in. I'm not going to give anything away,
Yeah.
but it did come out. In
No, I've seen
2004.
clips. Like I know what he's about, and he like helps out people doing things. And
It's a
is it
weird
Stanley
movie.
The
Tucci in it?
logistics of him being stuck there are what interests me. Like what I remember the most of like
Stanley
why
Tucci
he
or Mark
can't.
Strong. Yeah, one of them.
Either way, I don't know.
Stanley
Like
Tucci.
I just like Tom Hanks when paired with Spielberg more. And to be honest, I'm shocked they haven't done more movies together. I didn't realize till right now that they've only done 4, and
Well,
two
like
of which I don't really care for.
they have produced a good amount of movies together.
Okay,
they-
well-
they didn't necessarily work
Right,
together
or
on.
yeah,
but-
actor director. I think it's a better duo personally. I do.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with that. But what does Nate think?
In most cases, when it comes to Tom Hanks, I would go with Tom Hanks because I remember him as a kid. I remember his voice. It's iconic. It's one of those voices that I can close my eyes, and if you were to just play something from one of his movies, I'd know who it is. But most of the movies, like I haven't seen Mean Streets, and there might be like 1 or 2 others that they did together. De Niro, Scorsese, you can't miss. Goodfellas. He directed Casino too, right?
Yeah.
So he's in that.
I haven't seen Cape Fear, Goodfellas, or not. I've seen Goodfellas, Cape Fear, Mean Streets, or would you say?
Have you seen Taxi Driver?
Casino.
Yeah.
Have you seen Casino?
I have not. I haven't seen 3 of these films, so that's what really hurts me here in this argument. I have seen Taxi Driver. We watched that for the show, I think.
And plus, as far as accolades, like De Niro won an Oscar in The Godfather, but then he won in Raging Bull. So he got his award there.
Oh yeah.
And-
Raging Bull. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and
goodness.
just one of the most famous boxing movies ever. But then you have Taxi Driver, which is just one of the most famous movies ever. And actually, the more I watch it, the more I like it. Just seeing Travis Bickle go down, spiral out of control. But this was a matchup, even though they didn't have as many combos. I was like, Spielberg, huge, legendary. Tom Hanks, legendary. But De Niro and Scorsese edge it out just a little bit, just because they feel like such a tag team with that like Italian heritage, that tough guy mobster, you know what I mean? And
Shut the fuck up, Don.
You're not going to be rude.
That was
to
more geared towards
Nate.
Spencer. And honestly, I didn't know he was going to use an expletive in that. My bad. I should have known because it's The Big Lebowski. No, I think Nate's correct. I haven't seen enough movies from Spielberg from Scorsese to even make an educated decision. So, and I wish that all my Blu-rays were within arm's reach for these moments.
Just keep holding.
It's very sad.
Name a movie. I probably fucking have it. So there you go.
The Terminal.
All right. No, I don't have that. Okay.
Got it.
Toy Story 2.
VHS.
But yeah, I would go with De Niro and Scorsese. So yeah,
I think that's a good choice. So you're throwing Spielberg and Tom Hanks for just those 4 movies off the train to the Nazis to get
the addition
gas.
daily. Yep, just toss them off the ship. And
Stuck on the
actually,
set on
how are we going
Schindler's
to
List.
toss them? I feel like they get tossed pretty hard, right?
Well, they just get grabbed. Just get grabbed. My daughter, take my daughter.
Oh, I was hoping there would be a cutaway.
We don't
Never
have
mind.
a video clip of that scene.
No, not that
Okay,
one.
I'll
But
just-
the one that's normally used when it comes to stuff.
A metaphor.
No,
That one?
Is that the one?
No.
Wait.
No.
Throw it in the oven.
No.
No?
No. Nope.
Wait, whoa, hold on.
Ooh, that's a bingo.
Nope.
Why is the entire trailer for
Ready
Shelby
tonight.
Oaks on here? Wait a minute. I saw that. I'm like, I'm not gonna play that.
I don't have to talk about that.
Did you mean to go over that, or was that last week? I don't remember.
No, whatever. All right.
Toast house.
Nope, it's not that one either.
No, swinging.
That was
You've
Nate's
played it once
choice.
already today, but yeah. All right.
That was
Cool.
Nate's choice. Moving on here, we do got some new releases, but mainly we got a spoiler-filled discussion of Weapons. So if you haven't seen Weapons, or you just don't care, whatever,
Fuck
we're gonna
off.
spoil about it.
Can everybody
So-
do their best weapons impression right now?
Oh, sure, go ahead.
So I'll have you know that the second the movie ended, there was one person that did that, and like it was like stadium seating. So like I'm in the below section, and they're in the top, and I just see one dude just sprint across the entire walkway, and he was like, "Woo!" And I was like, "This is not a comedy.
He must have felt so fucking cool.
It's not meant to be funny."
How do you feel at the end?
I laughed because I was already so pissed off from the whole screening as to how my audience. I'm winded as fuck right now from doing that. So give me a second if you guys want to do your thing.
No, we're like this is
This is the podcast now.
this
Okay,
is
okay,
the
yeah.
podcast.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, there's not a lot of
You are
physical,
the host
physical
slash
activity.
co-host.
Typically, I think I stubbed my toe and it's bleeding. It hurts really bad. I'm not sure why. Weapons.
Yeah, this is
Zach
arguably the horror
Kreger.
movie of the summer here. Yeah, if you've seen the trailers, you know that kids go missing. Don't know why. They just left the house at 2:17 in the morning and did the little run that you saw John do. And
Run,
never heard from again.
hobble.
They've been playing this trailer in front of like every movie, it seems like, for the past like couple months. So the marketing has been legit. There was a rumor that the script sold for like $40 million, but I feel like that's ridiculous. I don't know if it's really that high, but it was a hot package deal. It caused a studio bidding war from like Netflix, Universal, Warner Brothers. In fact, Jordan Peele really wanted to produce this movie and almost was able to do it, but something fell through at the last minute and he didn't get the rights to produce it. And so he fired his agents that fumbled the deal. He was that pissed off because he didn't get to produce this movie. That's how much he wanted to do it. So that got a lot of hype and anticipation for whatever the fuck Zach Kreger was cooking up here with Weapons, because he was coming off of his success with Barbarian, which was like this random movie that came out of nowhere in 2022. And it took the horror audience by storm. I mean, a lot of people loved it mainly because of just how it switched up the whole structure of a horror movie and the way that movie is presented. If you've seen it, it's just a really good movie as well. And he also comes from a sketch comedy background. He's one of the lead writers and actors and producers, directors of The Whitest Kids You Know. They did a movie back in 2006 called Miss March, which like I remember owning the DVD and watching with friends. And so like I always had like the soft spot for that movie, despite the fact that it has like a 5% Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh,
I was never allowed to
I own
rent
it on
it.
Blu-ray.
So there you go. And so he just kind of all of a sudden now has started to establish himself as this legit horror writer director, and he's got Weapons and he did Barbarian. So we were all stoked to see it. We all have seen it. So Nate, how about you start here? What did you think of Weapons, and what did you know about it going in besides what I told you?
No, I'm just kidding. Comedy. No, so I knew nothing other tm the trailer. Just they run out at 2:17. I think that's a little Kubrick reference. Or maybe more of a Stephen King reference, but yeah, they just run out into the woods, and all I knew was Julia Garner was in it. Josh Brolin was in it. I haven't seen him since Thanos. He's probably been in other things, but the last thing I saw him in is Thanos. Oh yeah, he's in Dune. He's in Dune.
Mm.
But this movie hit the right spot. It had drama. It had horror, like some hardcore horror. But then it also had moments where I laughed, especially in the final act. There was some stuff where a lot of people in the theater, things would happen and just start laughing just because of how ridiculous it was getting, but very efficient and very brutal. Um, but I just love the performances. And one of the things Spencer and I talked about a little bit was just how it was told from the different perspectives. And you see all the different characters and how they play into the story. Kind of like Life of Chuck a little bit, where you just see the different spots, but not necessarily in that correct order. And it's just dark and it's sad and it's creepy. But when you're able to do all three of those at once and hit it out of the park, I think Kreger did something here. And like you heard in the early discussions of the movie news that they're thinking about doing a prequel. I'm hesitant, but that's because the movie's still in theaters. But no, I low key kind of love this movie. High up there.
Okay. John, you went into Weapons, you saw it, seen the trailer probably 100 times at your AMC theaters.
Many times.
What
Yeah.
did you think of Weapons?
Yeah, theater experience aside, I had a very poor theater experience, and it's a real bummer because, I could tell about 3 minutes into this movie that this was going to be something special, just because of the tone, the cinematography, the way it was being shot, the way it was being presented. That I instantly was reminded of Prisoners, which is a clear inspiration for this movie, and that movie is one of my favorites of the last 15 years, and this one right away gave me those vibes. So I was already pissed off that I knew that this was going to be my first experience watching this movie, and it was going to be tainted, unfortunately, due to the experience. Regardless, I put that behind me, and I still loved it, even though it was a consistent problem throughout the entire movie.
What happened at your theater? I don't even know what happened.
So there was a woman who brought her child to a movie that is insanely brutal. People get literally RIPED'd in this movie. There's heads getting bashed in. Like, you saw the movie. Like, there is some serious carnage throughout this film. And there's a child in there with an iPad, like an actual actively using his iPad and talking the whole time. And then there was the audience that was 3 p.m. on a Friday in Pembroke Pines, Florida, that thought this was a comedy. And mind you, I did a double feature and saw Freakier Friday prior to this, and there was more laughter during Weapons than Freakier Friday.
I'm sure.
So, which isn't saying much because Freakier Friday wasn't that funny, but it really, really frustrated me, and I wanted to say something, but I also didn't want to get assaulted. So it just was one of those movies where it drove me crazy. But I knew what I was watching. I knew I was witnessing something very good and very well done. So, and if it was any other movie, I probably would have left. Probably would have walked out. But I wanted to finish this experience because I thought it was worth it. So, all that aside, I really loved it. It was brutal. I loved the nonlinear storytelling. I thought it was a really fascinating way to tell this story from the different perspectives of people around the town that were experiencing this mystery. And it was really cool. I didn't expect them to do the story like that because they don't present it that way at all in the trailer at all. So, and you really don't know what's going on. Like, you have to wait for the story to develop, and they give you snippets. And I love how they connect the stories. Like, you see the end of one, and then you see the next one, and it connects in that exact moment at the end. And it's really, really well done. You don't see movies done like this very often. And they didn't hold back whatsoever. Like, they went over the top. Like, there were some genuine carnage in this movie with some of the camera work, some of the ways that, especially toward the third act, I'm like, holy shit, man. Like, what the fuck is happening? To an insane extent, like beyond what I thought that they would be willing to do with children. So yeah, this movie holds nothing back. It was truly something. Like, yes, there's some laughable moments that I could understand why my audience would react the way they did, but not to the extent that to ruin the experience for everyone else involved. So, uh, that all being said, like, I had a great time watching the film.
Watching the iPad. Oh,
Yeah,
Yes,
that would
yes.
drive me
It
nuts.
was a nightmare, dude.
Yeah, I actually went and saw this in IMAX, so that was
Nice.
weird to see this in IMAX. I don't know if I've ever seen like a horror. Well, I saw Nope in IMAX, so
Oh,
but I
that's-
mean, it's not,
that's
I mean, it has
different.
scenes,
Adventure-y,
but
yeah.
yeah. This was like a flat out like horror thriller in IMAX. So and it's not shot for IMAX, so like it wasn't really necessary, but it still was a fun experience nevertheless.
Yeah.
But I mean, I thought this was just a ton of fun. I had an insane amount of fun with this movie. Just I thought it really did it all. Like it was thrilling, it was funny, it was weird, it was emotional, and just really creative. Like especially with the story structure, like having just focusing on just the characters. I thought that was really
Yeah.
genius and how the story unfolded in that way. And like John was saying, like how one story would end and then the other would start a little before, but then it would meet and then also expanded. It was just a really cool way to
Yeah.
have this story unfold. And I also loved like the trailer and the marketing is really just about like, yeah, the kids go missing and like the teacher's being blamed. The town is like a mess. They're all scared. They don't know what's going on. That's really like the first 20, 30 minutes of the movie. Like the kids going missing was honestly kind of like a back burner plot, which I thought was brilliant because the movie was more interested in the characters surrounding that mystery and dealing with it in their own ways and shifting that story back and forth with the chapters. I just was something that I wasn't necessarily expecting to see with this movie because yeah, like it was. I heard that it was inspired by Magnolia, with Paul Thomas Anderson movie, which kind of has that structure. So like once you see the title cards of the names, I'm like, okay, like we're doing this. This is really cool. And every time we got to a new name, like I just felt my excitement like kind of like boil. I'm like, oh,
Like,
fuck
oh,
yeah,
what
like,
now?
we're getting
What
more.
now?
Like, let's go. Like, so I just thought it was really, really cool. And it was effective in the comedy. Like I did laugh quite a bit at times. There was one reaction from Josh Brolin after a dream sequence that's like really fucked up where he just literally is sitting in the bed like he just screams like what the fuck
Yeah.
Just out of the blue. Like that's how the audience is feeling too, so it was just perfect to like have Josh Brolin just literally be a voice for the audience in that moment because you just see something like horrific 2 seconds before and then yeah, like I mean the end, like with the kids crashing through the house chasing Aunt Gladys, like I was cracking up so fucking hard. Just like how they were just crashing through the windows and just how she knew immediately too, like just like the snap of her neck was like, oh no, and just runs to the door, like
Yeah.
running through like everyone's houses,
Everyone's
just, like, in like a panic,
houses.
like like it was
the
just
lady
like
coming.
what the fuck? Like this is insane. Like I love that he's able to, and this proves to me that if you come from sketch comedy, you can make one hell of a fucking horror movie. I mean, Jordan Peele, Key & Peele,
Yeah.
killed it. I mean, it's all about formula and structure and just like setting things up and then making sure you pay it off for the audience. Like they know how to make hits for the audience with comedy, so they know how to make a hit for the audience with horror too. And I think Weapons and Barbarian proved that Zach Cregger knows the formula and knows how to make an audience friendly and audience like just to make an audience really engaged with the movie. And I mean, you were saying that your audience was like freaking out and
Yeah, you
going
know,
hard,
I mean,
that's different because it's Florida, but
it's like over the top excitement and like
yeah.
It's a very animated audience. Like
different.
yes, like this movie absolutely, like I laughed many times, but it was just like too much. Like when there were
Yeah.
scenes that were genuinely quiet, and the kid made it way worse because like
That's different.
like if the kid wasn't there, I probably wouldn't have been that bothered by this.
Yeah, because there's definitely like some chuckles and laughter out of my theater, but it was
For sure.
mainly from just like shock value of like, oh my god, like what are we
Yeah.
doing? This is
For sure.
crazy. Yeah.
But like cinematography wise, like I think, you know, like the running of the children was silly. Like it was just the way they were running was just like, why?
It's like they're being
Are they
pulled.
running like-
Well, I love that they
Maybe?
did that twice. Like it's the opening of the movie and it's set to like a kind of like a soft rock song, I believe. I don't remember what the song choice was, but it was some sort of like kind of like a chill song from what I remember.
Yeah, it was a good song. Like
Yeah,
it wasn't sinister.
but it was like
or
it was an
anything
upbeat like
that.
kind of song. And then the scene happens again later on in the movie when you're on Alex's storyline, and it's done with like a fucking terrifying score, and it changes the scene because in the beginning they all run in, it's like kind of like a soft rock song, and it's like what's happening here? This is interesting. And then when it's revealed like what's really happening, the scene changes entirely.
I've seen
It's like I got
security
chills.
footage.
Yeah. Then like
you see them running down the
that
street.
long shot of the street. Yeah, they just come running around the corner. Yeah, it's just fucking creepy.
Coming out of the darkness and like, yeah. I mean, and you know, there's some imagery in this movie that is horrifying. Like, because you see it from so many different perspectives. You the pieces come together, and you kind of start to understand what's going on. Like, there's certainly some shock value, like beyond just the kids bashing the brains in of people. Like there's a scene with the parents, like when the parents are in this trance and there's a fork involved. It was very reminiscent of a scene in Bring Her Back that made me want to fucking die watching it. Like it's moments like that it got you to your core. It's just so, it's not even just shock value. It's just like pain. Like I don't know how else to describe it, but
it might have to be with my sick, twisted, fucked up sense of humor too. But that like the tweaker storyline is when you kind of get the reveal of the parents being in the trance.
Yeah,
like there's two moments there where like I did laugh. It was one where like he's just like looking through like the pile of what they have, and he's like he makes time to be like, oh look, Willow. Like what?
Yeah, he's looking at the
Yeah.
movies
Like, Willow.
oh yeah.
And then
he,
he looks back,
just
sees that they're all in a trance, but he looks at them, he's all confused, and he just slowly kind of goes back to stealing. Like I just laughed. I'm like, what the?
He saw it as an opportunity, like
Yeah,
to be
he's
like,
like,
okay, well these
this
people
is
are clearly
weird,
not
but
bothered by this.
okay, yeah, he just keeps
They're
going.
not bothering me.
But then like 2 seconds later, you get that scene where he goes in the basement, and then they're all just standing there.
Oh.
That was, and they whip to him, right? Like he makes a noise, and they all turn to him. I think didn't that happen? It's been a couple weeks
Probably
since I've seen it.
because then the
react
parents
to
like get
his
up from the
presence.
couch in the background, and they like kind of walk towards him down towards the basement, and it's just
Yeah,
everything with that house
That was
is
creepy.
terrifying. And there was a moment with Julia Garner's character where she's worried about this Alex because he's the one kid in class, and you don't really know until his story why he's the only one there. And she cares so much about him, but she gets so much crap because they're like, no, that's inappropriate. That's not something a teacher should be doing. But
Yeah.
she obviously doesn't care because in the next scene, she's walking up to him. But she's just probably drunk in her car. And you just see the door open to the house, and it's all in one take. And you just see a blonde woman with scissors walking right to the window. And it felt like a Smile to me. I was waiting for something creepy to like come into the window.
like It Follows as well.
But she just goes to the back of the car, gets in, just snips off a bit of hair. I was like, heart is racing because there's no sound. And that's one thing that this movie was so genius is they let the quiet moments be quiet. And they didn't put in like a quiet little
Unless
like,
you were in my
ambient-
theater. Because
ambient
that
little
moment was
noise.
full of laughter for some
Yeah,
reason.
see, that would kill it for me because
Yeah.
like when Alex is in the house and he's learning about the parents and it's just quiet. There's no music, there's no score. You are getting sucked into his character, and whenever something happens, it feels like it's happening to you. And then it goes over the top, and it is funny because you're like, what am I watching? Like, just these forks, and
Oof.
they're just going everywhere, and how this aunt is able to do it. But I like how the kid is smart. He pays attention. He knows how to use that against them, which also led to some scary stuff in the bathroom. Very Shining-esque, with the mom's face just being very just
Yeah, holy
I'm going
hell.
to attack. That
Literally
freaked
Shelley
me
Duvall
out.
all of a sudden.
Ugh. But it's just they let the characters do their thing, and they let scenes play out naturally without having to add anything unnecessary like jump scares or sound cues to make you jump. It just made the images scary. which you don't see
Yeah.
a lot anymore, which they need to bring back. Just scary imagery can do the trick if it's done by the right person. And this Zach Kreger knows how to do it.
So what would you say was your favorite vignette, favorite story chapter from this movie? I personally I really liked Paul the cop just because I loved how
He was
pathetic he
great.
was.
He was a good cop to a sense.
he
Like you
was-
don't get that a lot.
He was just I just really got a kick of how pathetic he was, and like I loved it for some reason. Like when his wife gets home and like comes downstairs, and he just like doesn't even have it in him to say anything, like because he already knows that she's gonna find out, and she just does. And so he just like looks so defeated, and like, the whole interaction with the tweaker, which is probably my second favorite storyline. I thought that guy Austin Abrams from Euphoria was incredible, like to the point where like I was like actually worried for his own well-being, like the actor himself. Like he played it that convincingly. Like I was like, holy shit. When he's on the phone like explaining the shit, like I was laughing like this guy's fucking amazing at the scene. So
Hiding in the tent where he zips it up and he's just
Oh my god.
posted to the back of his tent holding a bunch of needles. I'm
With
like,
oh my god, that poor cop, man. That he went
do you
through
have
that
anything? Do you have
ringer.
AIDS or hepatitis or anything like that? No, not that I know of.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I
what would you say?
you mentioned some good ones. I mean, there's only 6, I think, but the one that I think that was like the most revealing as to like who was behind this was the one of the principal with Ben. Was it
Benedict Wong.
Benedict Wong? Yeah, from Doctor Strange. Yeah, because like that's a shot you get in the trailer is like him all tweaked out running, and you're like, what the fuck? And then like you see it in I think the very end of Julie Gardner's vignette, or it's either in Josh Brolin's or it's in hers, and you see him running, and then it cuts, and then you're at the very beginning of his, and you know, you just it's funny like at times, like when he's there with his husband, and this fucking weird lady shows up to the house, and it's like they don't want to let her in,
eating
but
a
somehow
plate of 7 hot dogs, a bowl of carrots, some chips, and 3 cookies and some dip.
Is that what she says?
No, that's the
No,
plate
that's
of food
what's on the tray.
that they were making to go watch their National Geographic documentaries on the couch
Right.
before Aunt Gladys shows up. It was
Okay.
7 hot dogs with just mustard, some potato chips, bowl of carrots with some ranch dip, and 3 cookies.
And 3 cookies. Yeah, I mean that
But
sounds
who gets
that
the
sounds
7th
phenomenal.
hot dog?
Who has 3 and who has 4?
I think Wong has 4.
Is he gonna pull out his
So
Doctor Strange
that
thing?
is a nod to a Whitest Kids You Know sketch where
Oh.
one of the kids is like being interrogated. He's like, "How many hot dogs do you eat a day?" Like 7. It's like
7 hot dogs a day.
that's a lot. He's like, "Is it?" It's really funny.
That's normal. I mean, 8
But-
come in a pack.
Whitest little background too. Whitest Kids You Know is a sketch comedy group created by Zach Kreger and Trevor Moore, same creators of Miss March. Trevor Moore died a couple years ago. He fell off a second-story balcony, hit his head trauma, died. So this movie came out of that trauma of dealing with the passing of like his best friend. And so there's a lot of nods to Whitest Kids You Know stuff, a lot of Trevor Moore stuff, and like that hot dog scene in particular, like that's a direct reference right to Trevor Moore. So
Wow.
and the fact that this movie did also come out of just grief and just dealing with that. And so
Yeah, because like they start off the movie with saying it's based on a true story. And it's not at all. It's inspired by like children going missing, like actual events
Yeah,
like that.
well,
But
and
it's not
also
based in any sense
based
of
on
reality.
certain
and there's a lot
events.
of themes too at the end with like Alex and the parents with just like kids growing up in a family of like alcoholics and stuff, and
Or
there's
kids-
those themes too. So
Kids going through trauma and never like that's another thing that kind of
Yeah.
horrified me about this is like they go through this traumatic experience where they're basically brainwashed and like a shell of themselves, and it's implied that most of them never grow out of that, and that's like a very scary realization. Like there's obviously some underlying metaphors there to like kids going through trauma and never kind of looking beyond that and growing out of it and dealing with it for their whole life. But that was like a very scary thought to be presented with at the very end of this movie is like, yeah, not everything's okay.
Yeah, you may have
What
got
else
Some
did
excited
you
kids
back,
but
started
they're not.
talking,
They're
but
probably not
not.
gonna be the same.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
they're
no.
never going to be the same. It's like, well, fuck me. You
Yeah.
know? Like, oof.
Yeah.
So,
It's heavy. It's so
Yeah.
heavy, and I'm not necessarily thinking about that while I'm watching it because you're so invested in what these characters are doing and what they're contributing to the story. Like
yeah.
Julia Garner's fantastic, just as this teacher that just doesn't know what happened and is telling people that she has no idea, but no one believes her. Can
It's
you
like The Hunt
imagine
with
being in
Mads
that
Mikkelsen.
situation?
And there's
You
another
know-
alcohol theme too with her
Yeah.
character, and also enabling a sober ex to drink again. I mean, she was a pretty
Yeah,
shitty
that's-
character in that
Mhm.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
Did you fuck him? Did you fuck him? No, I didn't. We just hung out, and then yeah, just going at it like okay.
It was funny.
It's just it's fucking
Yeah.
phenomenal. It's a
But
phenomenal movie.
it's a good blend of super suspenseful, scary horror with comedy sprinkled in, and it's kind of real. Like what Spencer said about Josh Brolin's character. I feel like every character had a what the fuck verbal outburst at some point.
Yeah.
Like when the wife confronts her in the liquor store. She's like, "What the fuck?" And she's laying on the ground, and yeah.
Well, and also,
get out of my store. I'm trying to.
I also one line killed me too is when the principal was chasing Julia Gardner's character around the store, and they're just causing a mess. The gas station clerk, like off screen, was like, "Get out of here!" And she's like, "Fucking help me!" Like, what the hell?
Yeah, like do something.
Like, help me! Like, what the fuck? Just
That was
little moments like that.
horrifying, man. Oh my god.
And also, I've been reading a lot of interviews with Kreger after this movie because this movie's been on my mind since I saw it a couple weeks ago. And Nate, you're currently working on a script and going through the whole screenwriting process. He shared a little tidbit about that scene of the confrontation of was it Justine? Is that her name?
Yes. Yeah,
Justine and Archer at the gas
Gandy.
station. So like he was at that stage of the script and he was writing that scene, and apparently he had the confrontation down, like but he didn't know where to go from there. So he's like, why don't I have a possessed principal guy run through the streets and at them? So he just like detoured. He's like, why don't I just have that? Because that'll be really funny and interesting and scary. And so like he just went that direction, and that's just like how he
It webbed out and everything.
he didn't have an outline.
connected.
He just like let the movie come to him and just wrote, and this is the product that came out of that. So
And it
really cool shit that
fucking
he was able
works.
to do. Yeah, exactly. He made a horror epic, and it made complete sense after I watched it. It's like, oh, that made sense. Like why the studio had a bidding war and wanted to produce this, because made a ton of money in the box office for Warner Brothers. Like for an original movie, it made $44 million opening weekend. That's right behind Sinners, another Warner Brothers original movie that
Wow.
made $47 million. Also, second weekend, Weapons did great, had like 30 million. So like it's crushing right now. And
It also makes sense because I feel like people had like you had Superman, Fantastic Four, like Thunderbolts, like back to back to back to back to back, and then you finally have an original property come out. This is one of the only original properties and trailers I saw over the last 8 months to come out in theaters. Like it's all sequels, it's all recycled IP. Like finally something else, and it's good. So no wonder people are flocking to see this. Like that's
It's
awesome.
like with the Substance was one of those that just came out of nowhere and took everything by storm.
Yeah.
God, what else? Just a bunch. There's a bunch. Like Barbarian was one. Bring Her Back. Talk to Me. Like those movies that just come from these really talented people
Yeah.
that finally have an avenue to kind of express what they want to express, and people can relate to it. Their situations, like I'm sure if I was a parent and I saw this movie, it would hit completely different, because thinking about your child getting up in the middle of the night and leaving. That's why I really like Josh Brolin's story, because he gets the maps. He goes to Justin Long and Sarah Paxton and he's like, "Hey, you're so and so's parents. What can I look at your security footage? I want to see if I can kind of
That part was
combine."
cool. That was another part that really reminded me of like obviously Prisoners, which is probably one of the most inspirational films for this movie, at least when it comes to Josh Brolin's vignette. I mean, just watching the dad in peril, even though his kid is articulated to be a total dick, which I think is kind of funny that he's fighting to find his
He's
kid
still
that
a
is
caring
a bully,
father.
still a
like-
caring father regardless, and you obviously you empathize with his situation, but him like trying to decipher, like go through all the ring cameras, and none of the parents want to help him, and he's at the end of the day just trying to find his kid. It's like it's a very complicated situation that you just can't help but be glued to the screen for the
It
chaos.
just matches, and someone says, "Oh, that's where Alex so and so lives,"
And
and
he's like,
then
"Well, son of a
everything
bitch."
starts to click like this, and then it cuts to his story. Like,
So good. It's such a good script. It's such a good script. But
I'd
yeah,
watch it again.
Yeah.
I the second I finished this after my theater experience, I was like, God fucking damn it! I hate that you people ruin this for me, but it's still a 4.5 out of 5.
Oh,
Ooh,
you're bumping
wow.
it up.
Boom.
Was it a 4 before? Well, it's
I
a
think
four
you
and a half
had it
now.
a 4. Yeah. A shot.
Yeah.
Damn.
4.5. Okay.
Gosh darn it.
I also gave it a 4.5. It could be a
I
5
think-
though. I mean, I've been thinking about this movie so much ever since I saw it. I think it's just genius piece of work. Zach Kreger is a voice that is here to stay. Hopefully, I can't wait to see whatever he does next. It is a Resident Evil movie, which I'm less excited about, but you know what? If he's doing it, whatever. I don't really know
One for
much
you,
about the
one for me.
franchise. So if it's just more horror for Zach Kreger, sure, I'm down. Whatever he wants to do, I'll be there opening weekend. He's got that from me. So 4.5 out of 5, fucking incredible. So loved it.
Yeah, I just like that it's not strictly horror. When people get kind of put into that category and they think all they need to do is just dark, disturbing stuff, it can get kind of bland and stale when you're sitting in the same mindset the whole time. But then you throw in these comedic moments or just one-liners that just allow you to release the tension in a different way. And they did that a lot in the final act with those, like you said, with those kids running. It almost felt like a disaster movie. She runs out of the house, she turns around, and you see the front of the house, and you're expecting like a wave or a monster or something to come through. No, it's just a bunch of 9-year-olds chasing you and essentially just ripping your body apart. Yeah. And when it's over, all the kids are just looking at it, and you can imagine they're brought back, but what they're seeing is traumatizing. So this movie just had a little bit of everything, and with the kids in it, it made you care a little bit more. I also gave it a 4.5 out of 5.
Oh shit! All right, well we gotta do push-ups.
I have no room in my room for
That's all right.
push-ups.
That's all right. All
Um,
right. Well, we just won't tell John because he's out of here.
I'll do
Oh,
20 squats.
no, it's okay. We'll do a rain check on the
Okay.
push-ups. Oh, there he comes. Here he is. Do. Here he is. Cheddar
Thinking he's
boy.
tough, wearing a tank top, and
We're back, baby.
Yeah. Yep.
cool.
That's
Cool.
weapons, baby.
That's
Yeah.
weapons.
Bingo. Hello.
Are they saying a weapon or a tool? Is the question.
I like Tool. It's a good band.
Real quick,
Yeah.
but before we move on to anything else, did you guys have any theories going into this movie based on the trailers of what the mystery might be?
No, I don't like to do that. I know that we see a lot of movies. I like to be surprised, and oftentimes I'm dumb enough to be surprised.
I was
So-
thinking serial killer, but that's
Okay.
just like kids disappearing in the night. But the thing that kind of throws a wrench in it is that they're running at their own will.
Yeah, that's
And
what
so
was
I didn't
thinking.
know if
Yeah.
there was maybe like a mystical element to it that was luring them out of the house, like a creature or something.
My number one theory was alien abductions. I thought we were gonna get an alien story, and like I was
Mm.
thinking maybe that was gonna happen. I was also thinking maybe it was gonna be some sort of like allegory metaphor for school shootings. That's why when we saw that AR-15 above the house, I was like, "Are we going there? Like really?"
That
But,
was weird.
That was
yeah.
very
I mean,
weird,
there
but
are
that
some
was a dream
themes there too of
sequence.
school shootings
That
Right.
throughout the
seems
movie.
so out
but,
of place, but I get
yeah. So
that
there,
didn't need to happen.
there
That
was
shot
just
made no sense.
I did have some theories, but yeah, I did like kind of where they went with it. I thought that was kind of cool. But yeah, okay, cool.
Boom.
Weapons. We do have some
Inspired
other
by
movies.
Knowing with Nicolas
some-
Cage, maybe.
No.
No.
Some quickies, some other movies to talk about that I mean, not all of us have seen. Weapons was the movie that we all three went out and checked out, but individually we have seen some shit. So, out of this list of the movies going on the ticker, we have a whole bunch here. Nate, why don't you just pick one?
Well, the one that I've seen is the Naked Gun.
Oh, okay. John and I
I
talked
was
about that a couple weeks ago. So go
Heyo.
ahead.
Yeah, I was not expecting to even see this movie, but I was on my way to Southern Maine to get ready for my New York City trip, and I was like, "Hey, Spencer, what are you doing?" And so we went to Bull Moose and went and saw Naked Gun and had a pretty good freaking time. I think I ended up around a 3.5-ish for it because I get what it's doing and the jokes. They didn't run stale, but they just happened a lot. But it was just funny seeing Liam Neeson as the Leslie Nielsen character and having Pamela Anderson back. I love seeing them together and the
Are
little
they
jokes.
dating in real life?
They are
Yeah.
dating in real life now. Yep, that is a
I
thing.
saw that. I was like, okay.
Yep.
Because like his
Ah.
wife passed and he waited for years because of the love for her, and then he was able to be happy again.
Wow.
Good
Oh
for
my
them.
god, that's so nice to hear.
Yeah.
But it was just so funny. Like they're all sitting there praying to the pictures of their parents on the wall, and then the one black guy looks up at OJ, and then he looks at the camera and just shakes
like,
his head.
mm,
I was
no.
like, yes.
Yeah, I mean the whole body cam scene. I mean, yeah, watching it a second time, like with you, I mean, it was great. I laughed almost the same amount. I mean, there's flaws in the movie 100%. I mean, it's a spoof movie. All of those movies
Yes.
do like kind of lose their steam, especially towards the third act. But I still absolutely loved it. Yeah, it's such a fun movie.
Austin Powers silhouette gag. The guy's
Yep.
looking through the window and there's a dog involved. It looks like they're having a threesome.
That was
So,
insane. That scene was crazy.
John, you went out and you said you did a double feature of Freakier Friday and Weapons. So
I did. I started with
how
Freakier
was
Friday.
Freakier Friday.
Yeah, you know, I saw this movie, and I've seen the first one, but God, it's probably been since I was a literal child. So I think it was 2005 or even older.
I
Is
think
that the first
probably
one came out?
4, yeah,
So
3.
it's 20 years ago. I mean, um, it's a rehash. It's basically Happy Gilmore 2, but Freakier Friday. It's literally the same thing. It's Lindsay Lohan's kids, and then there's 4 people that switch bodies, and it's funny because one of them is Jamie Lee Curtis, and she's played by an English person. So it's like a grandma playing. I don't know. I thought it was kind of lame.
Okay.
I didn't really laugh that much. It wasn't really for me. I think there's a lot of nostalgia here for people that do like the first movie. Like there's a whole
Did they swap in a Chinese restaurant? Like they
no,
did in
but
the first
that
one?
lady is in it, and they're like, "Is this you again?" Blah blah blah. But it's actually Vanessa Bayer from SNL. It's her fault for some reason.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
it's like I don't know. I guess they needed.
Why'd you
to
go
make
see
this-
it?
because
Chad Michael Murray?
double feature Fridays, man. Double feature Fridays.
Was Chad Michael
Is that
Murray
the
in
new
it?
thing? Double feature Fridays.
It is now. Yeah, I went to go see the movie, and I have AMC list, so why not?
That's a work day for you though. So that's a late night
I took the day off.
for double feature Friday. Damn, that's dedication. I mean,
Yeah, I
Well,
had
get
the
an
day-
honorable
I had the
mention
day
award
off, and
at
I
the end of the
went and
year.
saw it. To be honest, like I was out of the theater by 3 p.m. because I went and saw because we have very early showings here. Like I saw the 12 or no, it was like a 11 o'clock Freakier Friday, and then I was in for like a 2 p.m. Weapons. Maybe it was like 4:30, but still. Yeah, you could probably skip it entirely. I don't think it's really well worth seeing unless
It
you
was made
really
for-
care.
it
About
was made
nostalgia.
for Disney Plus, but they then forced it to go into theaters.
Yeah, I
So,
don't.
It is a Disney Plus movie in theaters. That is
Jamie
what
Lee
it is.
Curtis, Oscar winner, Lindsay Lohan kind of coming back from the grave.
I will say Lindsay Lohan doesn't look completely horrible. Like I know she's been through it in her personal life, but she looks like she's thriving in this movie.
She
Like, honestly.
survived.
good.
She looks
Oh, yeah.
good. Like I'm happy for her. Happy that she
Yeah.
got to come back and do a film and looked like they had a great time making it. I'm sure it was a lot of fun, but I didn't have that much fun.
Okay, well, fair enough.
I
What'd you land at it?
think I give it a 2.5. It's
Ooh,
rotten,
yeah,
but like,
it's
there's some
rotten.
moments
Swing and a
there, but
miss.
I don't know. It's
I will definitely see it when it comes to Disney Plus, the way it was meant to be watched. So
good.
I will check
Yeah,
it out.
Give it a chance.
I did go out and see Nobody 2. Have you guys seen the first movie?
Yes.
But the trailer for this one looks very fun because he's on vacation.
Okay.
I'm on
John,
vacation.
did you like the first movie?
I did like it a lot. Yeah. From what I
Okay.
remember, he's a hitman, isn't he? Or no,
Yeah,
he
retired.
kind
He's
of,
very
he's a
young.
retired hitman, but he has to get brought back into it because
John Wick situation,
someone
so.
steals his daughter's kitty cat bracelet.
Okay. Yeah.
It's
Ooh.
written by the same guy that wrote John Wick, and it's very much just John Wick, just with a different family
Bob
man.
Odenkirk.
Yeah, just Bob Odenkirk as a family man, but John Wick. I really like the first movie. I oddly watched it like multiple times throughout the last couple of years. It's just a fun little 90-minute Bob Odenkirk fun action comedy.
Very likable guy.
So when they're making a sequel, I was like, is this warranted? I don't know. But they announced that Timo DeJonto was going to direct it, and I've been a big fan of him ever since he directed The Night Comes for Us, which was a Netflix movie from, I don't know, like 6 years ago, which very much felt like The Raid, but it's an Indonesian movie.
Oh, I watched
I remember that one.
Yeah, it's really cool. He also did a movie
remember
last year called The Shadow Strays from Netflix, which I also really enjoyed. So I have been a fan of his Indonesian work. So this is his like Hollywood debut as a director, doing
So
Nobody
he's good
2.
with fighting then.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what. Yeah,
choreography.
but
and...
unfortunately, like this movie wasn't as good as the first movie. It's just like I never felt like it was warranted. The movie to me goes into Looney Tunes territory where I just didn't really want that. I didn't like the water park setting. It just very much felt like let's take National Lampoon's Vacation and mix it with John Wick now. It's like fuck, okay, like I get it. John Wick, he's cool. So let's keep having to mash up other ways to make John Wick work. And then like Sharon Stone's a villain that is doing something straight out of MacGruber. It just I don't know what was really happening. The action stuff was fun. It was entertaining. So like that's all great, but you do not need to see this in theaters. You can wait to watch it when it comes out on Peacock. But if you're a fan of the first movie, then definitely watch it. I just don't think it's nearly as good as the first movie.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
2.5 out of 5.
Probably a skip.
Ooh.
Well, I'm kind of glad it didn't go because I had tickets and I was like, I'm not going to spend my Saturday going to see Nobody 2. Instead, I went and caught 30 Shadow Kyogres in Pokemon Go.
All right, that was new releases.
Anyways, no, did we not want to talk about the new Sydney Sweeney movie? Spencer,
Americana.
Quick thoughts on Americana. Do I need to watch it?
I think I'm probably the only person in the country that saw it based on the
I
box
could've, I
office
just
results.
didn't.
I definitely think you guys should go and check this one out. It's very much like a Pulp Fiction inspired story. If you've seen the movie that came out last year called The Last Stop in Yuma County, it's a little similar to that, but just a whole new cast of characters, new vibe. But I went into this movie, I went to the theaters to go see Nobody 2. And then I got to the theater and realized that this was playing. I was like, oh, I didn't even know this was coming to this theater. And also the showtime was earlier. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just go see this instead. And I literally had just seen the poster, saw that it had Sydney Sweeney, Paul Walter Hauser, Eric Dane, Simon
Halsey
Rex,
too?
some other people.
Halsey, yeah.
Halsey's
And it was called Americana. It looked a little like had like Texas elements. So I was like, whatever, I'll just go and see it. I knew literally nothing, no trailer, anything. So that's always really fun for me because I usually know at least a log line of any movie that I go see, let alone tons of trailers, and I could probably predict the whole movie based on trailers. So that added a lot for me watching this movie, just because I really had no idea where it was going to go next, and I just had a ton of fun with the story structure and just the cast of characters here. It was just really, really fun and engaging, and yeah, I had a great time with it. It's just mainly because I just didn't know what to expect. So I think it's definitely worth watching. I don't know if you really need to rush out to the theater to see it, but I mean, it's got a 30-day exclusive theatrical release from Lionsgate, so it will be in theaters for 30 days. So
okay,
it won't come to digital anytime, at least for another month or so. So It'll be in theaters for a while, so go and support it. It's
I will.
a directorial debut, and I can't wait to see whatever he does next. His name is Tony Toast, which is kind of a cool name.
The director's name is
Nice.
Tony Toast.
Tony Toast,
Shit. Okay.
Toast to you,
well,
sir.
in that case, then I
or
might
maybe
have
it's Tost, but it's Tost. Yeah. Anyways, yeah,
Okay.
Americana, 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun
Hell
with it.
yeah.
That's great.
Hell yeah.
One more shout out. I think Spencer already reviewed this on a previous show, but I did get a chance to watch Sorry Baby.
No,
which
that was I did a shout out for the one of my favorites of the year. They should see. That was what we did last podcast.
Oh, so you
shout
did
out a
mention
movie
it.
of 2025, and that was mine. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't want to say too much about the movie. I think you just kind of gotta go watch it. But it's a mixture of, like some very heartbreaking, like kind of hard to talk about topics, and also some like comedic moments too that I was just like painfully laughing at. I mean, it was just like a really, really good main performance from the lead actress who I've never even seen in anything before. But I mean, it just completely captivated me. Like I watched it last night at like 9 p.m. and it completely blew me away. Like it was just amazing from start to finish. Like it's just like a very real, raw story.
Takes place in Maine.
It was like very nostalgic. I'm like, oh, is this literally in Maine? But yeah,
she wrote it in the pandemic when she was hunkered down in Maine. Yep.
Wow, yeah, because written, directed, and starred this actress. Do you know her
Ava
name?
Victor. Yeah.
Ava Victor. She's spectacular. I mean, really, everybody in the movie is spectacular. It felt just very real. I
won't spoil it, but the scene with John Carroll Lynch, like just like the random guy at like the diner or whatever, truck stop, whatever she was when she stopped. That scene alone is like one of my favorites of the year. Like I absolutely love that scene. Yeah, that's all I'll say. But
yeah, it's just a movie I don't really want to talk about. It's just like it's my favorite of the year right now. Like it beat Life of Chuck. They're both 5 out of 5s, and I don't give away 5 out of 5s. Both of them are spectacular films. So I wish we saw more of the cat.
Yeah, a little bit more of the cat.
I thought the movie was gonna have more cat. Like it seemed like it was gonna be a bigger plot line, and it wasn't. It was more just like
the scene was great though. But yeah. The last thing I do want to say is I did finally watch Jurassic World Rebirth.
Nice, and I hated it. Come on.
I fucking hated it, dude.
What do you mean you hated it?
It's one of the worst fucking movies I have seen all year. Like, I went into this actually kind of hopeful. I'm like, this is like number 7 in John's list.
With
he
a good
really
cast.
I know
I
the critics
loved
didn't
it.
like it. I know the audience wasn't really sold on it, but like, benefit of the doubt, we'll watch it. I watched it with Brooke and Remy and Winston. He was there too. We all watched it.
Yeah, with Winston, you didn't even like it.
Dude, the writing of this movie is
great.
god awful. The merge of the crew doing their mission and the family just did not work for me. You like pick one. One might be an interesting story, but the two of them did not work. The writing was just stupid for the characters. The choices they were making was just laughably stupid. The Snickers wrapper at the beginning, like I was like, are you fucking kidding me? The design of the creature looked like fucking. It was so dumb. I hated the movie. At one point, my dog and I locked eyes, and he had his ears all slicked back, and he looked at me, and he got up and slowly just kind of walked out of the room. And I'm like, yeah, bro, I fucking get it. I'm jealous of you right now. I wish I could do this too. It took me 2 nights to watch it. I got halfway through. I'm like, I'm literally just like gonna fall asleep. This is so fucking boring. Turns it off, and then we finished it the next day. And both of us were just like, this is so bad. Like we are shocked at how bad this movie is. I haven't even seen Dominion, but I would put money that Dominion's probably better than this. So
no, it's not. This movie is a return.
I appreciated the real locations, and yeah, it looked kind of cool, but like all the characters I couldn't give a shit about. Probably don't know their names at all. They were all expendable for sure, and you could tell which ones were gonna go in their demise. So it was just dumb. I hated it. 1.5 out of 5.
Wow. For what it's worth, I thought that they could have swung to the fences a little more on who they killed, because I didn't care for the people that died either. That was my one complaint, but I thought it was a lot of fun. I really really enjoyed it. I just love Jurassic Park.
I know, that's the thing. I just don't like dinosaurs as much as you.
Yeah, like I
that's
really
what I came away with. Like he's just more of a dinosaur fan, I guess. But
yeah, I don't even mind Jurassic Park 3 that much. Like I think it's the worst of those 3 movies.
Never seen that.
Alan.
All right.
Seen that. You seen that?
Well, that's it, right?
Alan, do you want to do some trivia before we go? Or are you
Yes.
done?
Is it John and I trivia?
Yeah.
I think it has to be, right?
Is it first to 3?
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm gonna
Let's
lose.
fucking
Probably,
go.
so let's give it a shot, baby.
Yep. So, did you want to write names, or do you just want to be the first one to say it?
No, I'll do it. I'll do the chat.
We can do
I'm gonna be
my chat's not working.
what's my name gonna be?
Spencer, you said the chat's not working for you.
No, I got it. I was on the wrong thing.
Gotcha.
Okay, I'm gonna be Shailene Woodley.
I'm gonna be Josh
Okay.
Gad.
Hosted by yours truly,
Shailene Woodley himself.
Nick
Nick
Nolte.
Nolte.
All right, here we
Oh, it's a
go.
real good thing what you did with that thing.
Hey,
That's my
De
Nick
Niro,
Nolte
get away from my
impression.
family. Okay.
Tommy.
I don't know who
Warrior.
Nick Nolte is. I don't know who that is.
You
I mean,
haven't seen Warrior? Fuck,
no,
that's
I
right.
haven't. Is it on my
Fuck.
list?
Yeah, it is. You got to.
Yeah,
see
he's the
Warrior.
father
Fuck,
in
I have it
Warrior.
up. I have it on Blu-ray somewhere.
God damn it, it is
but
on
like
there.
that's Nick. He got an Oscar nomination for that movie. But like that's him throughout the whole movie. Is just going, Tommy. It's a good thing what you did with that kid with that thing.
And then Mickey Rourke's also in that movie, right?
No. It's
No.
Mickey Rourke was in that.
Joel Edgerton and Tom Hardy,
Which one is Mickey Rourke in?
the wrestler.
The wrestler.
Oh,
Dylan's favorite movie.
I was gonna say. Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Moving on.
All
Moving on.
Move
moving on.
trivia.
All right,
moving
quick.
on.
First one to 3. Here we go. Boom, dot, base, dot, ba, 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 ba. Okay. First question. Can you tell me what the name of the chimp was in Nope?
Oh man, I feel like I should know that.
Josh Gad.
I'm gonna go with Paul.
That's
Mine is
incorrect. I think you're
Paul.
thinking of the chimp, the animated chimp that was always at the end of the Jimmy Neutron show on Nickelodeon.
Spencer didn't
I'm
have
Paul.
cable. He didn't have
No.
cable.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Paul. That's all I could think of too. Oh, what was his fucking name, dude? I'm gonna go
Shailene.
Oh, that's nice. I like being called that. Jimmy.
That is incorrect. Any other guesses? Anything came to you guys?
Can we have the first letter?
I'm gonna go with jean jacket. That's the fucking
I thought you
Oh.
were gonna say it.
no.
Shailene.
Gene?
No.
Lucas is gonna come right into my office in a second and stab me in the face. with a
Damn
fork.
it.
All right.
All right.
You always have
the
the best
answer-
little niche questions of the movies.
I don't Rex.
No.
The answer was Gordy.
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 I almost
All
said
right.
George.
Well, when you said Gene, I was like, yeah, no, that's not it.
Gordy.
Okay. Well,
Gordy,
0-0.
yeah.
That's okay. I'll keep it quick.
Gordy's a sick little fuck.
I'm gonna name this list of 7 movies.
Okay.
You got to tell me what year that came out. These all came out the same year.
I like this. Oh, hi, Chili. You want to help?
Babel, Casino Royale, Josh Gad.
2006.
That's correct.
You had to wait. I was going
I
to say 2007.
I
so
also
would've
had
it wrong.
I don't need the
Apocalypto,
rest.
Pan's Labyrinth, Last King of Scotland, and Benchwarmers.
Okay.
Okay.
Casino Royale was the giveaway.
If you
that-
started in reverse order, I probably would have. You probably would have had
Like
a name.
Benchwarmers,
Yeah.
Last King of Scotland. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
you would have. Yeah.
Is
Instead,
that
I
still
said
that's
Babel.
1-0 for Spencer. I think that's
It
1-0
is.
Spencer. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Name the movie on this tagline. See it with a bud.
See it with a butt or a bud?
A bud. I'll help you out with this one. Oh, Josh Gad.
I'm gonna go. I think Snoop Dogg's in it. How High?
That's incorrect.
There's also a How High 2.
That's also incorrect.
I don't.
But you're
fucking
kind
know.
of in the
Uh,
right.
Harold and Kumar go to
Place.
White Castle?
That's incorrect.
It's a better the guest than
incorrect.
mine.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Is it weed related?
Yeah, it's gotta be. It's gotta be a stoner
It's
movie.
involved.
Okay.
Just see it with a bud.
Oh, is it
Put it in the chat. Shailene.
is it what the hell is that movie called? I can't think of it. I can't think of the name of it. Oh, Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
That's incorrect.
Damn it.
Aunt
Dazed and
Ducky.
Confused.
Dazed and confused.
Ah, shit, of course.
Okay.
All right. All right.
I
So
didn't
Josh
know that was
Gad,
the tagline.
Josh Gad is beating
See what about-
Shailene Woodley 2-0. This could
Damn it.
be the winner.
Seal it.
Okay.
And John, since you're behind, I'm going to give a question that you should know.
Okay, thank you. And do I get to answer first no matter what?
Nope, it's up to the chat. We can't
Okay.
change the rules now.
Okay, fair enough.
In National Treasure 2,
No way.
the president tells Nicolas Cage's character to look up a page in the secret book. What page is it?
47.
You didn't put it in the chat.
I did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did.
You're the 1009 one? Okay. That's correct. It was page
Thank you.
47. I'm sorry. I didn't see it.
It's aliens. It's aliens.
Or like the Roswell is what people believe it to be.
Yeah, well, yeah. Aliens
Okay.
or Roswell or something like that.
2-1. John, you're still behind. Sorry, Spencer. I kind of want to keep him in the game just a tiny bit.
I appreciate the layup there.
What was John Coffey's last request in the Green Mile?
I don't remember.
Shailene?
No, he had it first.
Or was
I
it
know
you,
the-
Spencer? I'm sorry. I saw two John.
No, I
Jones.
know the answer, but
I don't know the answer. I'm just gonna go with what I want it to be, and that is a hug. No, fuck no, it's to turn the lights off leave the lights on.
No, he didn't want the bag on his head
That's
because he's afraid of the dark.
he's
Nope.
afraid of the okay.
No,
He did-
both of those are incorrect.
What?
That's not technically.
I just wanted
Like,
to give him a hug.
You know when the
No, it's not
guards
that.
go to
I know.
someone
That's just what I
and they-
want.
and they go, "Do you have any last requests?"
Yeah.
You know how you get like a meal or something like that.
Didn't he want some?
Something he wanted to do.
Oh,
And the last one in the chat is Shailene Woodley, so I'm still waiting for a.
was it to help
No,
the
it
warden's
was
wife?
not to help the warden's wife. Nope.
The last thing. Okay, it wasn't Peggy's home cooked like food or
No.
like no fuck.
Nope.
He did a
that
lot
was
of
his
things.
last meal.
Spencer, do you know?
Bring the mouse back to life. I don't
No.
What are we as a group?
aliens.
This is open to both of you. So first one to say it wins. Us three. What are we doing right
podcast.
now?
We're talking
About.
movies. Oh, he wanted to watch a movie.
That's correct. You wanted to watch a flick show.
That's right. I thought that was earlier in the movie. Oh man. Okay.
Yeah, I was just getting random scenes thrown at me.
Yeah, I could have sworn it. Well, I guess okay. But his very last request was, he didn't want to wear the bag.
Yes, but I
Yeah,
mean when
straight
they
to the
go to
dark.
him in his cell and
I
go.
see.
But
do you
when
want
they
to
do that, he just goes to, "Oh no, please put it in the dog." They ask him, and he's like, "What is there
Mm.
anything you'd like to do?" Okay,
Love
it
the
is
movie.
2-2. Should I give you the easy one or the hard one?
Makes it the hard one.
Okay.
I mean,
gonna do
I
it.
think they stumped us all so far. So do the hard one.
Okay. So you can either give me the full name of it or the name that they use when casting it. Can you?
Okay.
I put name 3. I'll give you 2. Can you name 2 of the unforgivable curses in Harry Potter? So you can either give me the full name, like this curse.
Like the spells you're not supposed to do.
Yes. Not you can either give me the specific name or like there's the blank curse, the blank curse, the blank curse.
All right,
Yeah.
Spencer's got
Josh
it.
Gad, go ahead.
I'm gonna go with Avada Kedavra.
Oh,
Known
so
as the
the
killing
spells.
curse.
He knows the fucking
and
spell.
Crucio.
That is correct.
Wow, what the
Fucking
hell is
go.
Crucio?
Crucio is a
Crucio-
torture spell that they use on Neville Longbottom's parents, and he was always traumatized by that spell. And so they didn't actually teach it in one of the Defense Against the Dark Arts class because Neville Longbottom was in it. Oh, no, he was in it, but he was reacting really intensely because that's how his
Because
parents
Mad
were
Eye
tortured.
Moody was doing
Holy
it,
shit.
and Hermione steps in. Yeah, the Cruciatus curse.
What's
Yep.
the third one? Or is
The
there more
third
than
one.
3?
Nope, there's the 3 unforgivable curses. It's Avada Kedavra, the killing curse,
Mm-hmm.
Crucio, the Cruciatus curse, and then Imperio, the Imperious curse.
That's right.
It's basically you can control people's bodies. You can
Yep.
make them do just about anything.
Because I also made a point that when I played
Wow.
Hogwarts Legacy that I learned all of the forbidden spells,
damn it,
so
yeah.
I could walk around Hogwarts and use them at my own free will. And that
Sick
was
son
some
of a
fun
bitch.
COVID days.
Damn, I paid. Didn't we split the cost of that game? And I never.
Yeah,
once played
I
it.
got like
never played it.
100% of the game too. I did all the side missions and everything. I fucking loved it.
I want
It
to
was so much
play it.
fun.
I
It
still
so much
have
fun.
it. I should play it.
It's a
Damn.
great time.
I kind of want
yeah.
to play it.
I never will. I don't play those type of games anymore. Anyway,
all right, cool.
All right,
great
Josh
game.
Gad,
Go.
you
Trivia.
won those movie
I'll
dudes
take-
trivia.
The win again, but that
Page
is
47.
Those Movie Dudes podcast this week. We have one probably in a couple weeks. Who knows what they will be in terms of the movies? I know we have like a new Darren Aronofsky movie coming out called Caught Stealing. There's some other movies coming out that
Was
I'm
it
blanking
Honey
on
Don't?
right now.
Honey Don't?
Honey Don't.
With,
It's a
Honey
Coen
Don't.
Brother movie, so that's interesting. So we'll see.
Michael
We'll
Qualley.
see what we end up watching, but it'll probably be around like the Labor Day weekend when you'll see us again. So toodaloos, quack quack.
Looking forward to it. Until next time.
Throw it in the oven.
And that's it for me.
If you're wondering if I can fit this whole thing in my mouth, I can. Watch. Nah.